My day started off okay, but we just got a terrible phone call. We got a stop work order on our house, which means everything must come to a screeching halt.
So although we're here, dealing with a major issue that we caused ourselves, give us something good today. Hit that like button so that we can hopefully help you not make the same mistake we did. And if you're dealing with the same thing, we want to help you and others dealing with it as well.
So as you guys can see, I'm in an empty house. All work has stopped. Now, how we got into this situation, I want to take a minute and explain to you. Usually we're no stranger to HOAs, and we know we're supposed to submit everything that we're going to do to the exterior and the backyard before we get started. But we jumped the gun a little bit. We submitted everything and we didn't wait for that actual HOA approval. So as I said, we're no stranger to dealing with HOAs, and in the past, we've honestly gotten away with this where we submit everything properly and we wait to get the approval, but in that interim, we go ahead and start the work. But what we're finding recently on a lot of our deals is that the HOAs are really strict. They're cracking down and they're inspecting almost weekly. So if you don't have that final approval, they really do not want you to start anything.
So there's a lot of problems that this HOA issue has caused us. First being logistic problem. As you can see, with no one on this property, it's going to be really tough once we get the approval to get the contractor back in here in a timely manner to have his guys start working again. The second major problem this is going to cause us is a timing problem. We don't know when we're going to get HOA approval. It could be another 30 days. That's a long time to wait to even start working on this project again. And as you know, as an investor, time is always money. Being 30 to 45 days late on this project is going to cost us a couple $1,000s, maybe $5,000 to $7,000 total for 30 to 45 days behind. One of the main issues that we have on this particular project is we started digging a pool. We're putting a brand new pool in this house, which could take 75 to 90 days if we started back on it today. So that could put us way behind.
So ultimately, we're about knee deep in this project and we're gonna get through it, I'm very confident. But now that we've told you all of the difficulties that this is causing for us, we wanna move on to ways for you to avoid this problem and never make this same mistake on your projects.
So the first thing you're gonna wanna do when you close on a project is go introduce yourself to the HOA as a new homeowner and make sure that they have all the documentation that they need to show that you're the new owner of the property.
Now that you've contacted the HOA and they know you're the new owner, the next thing you're going to do is accumulate all of the changes that you're planning on making to that property's exterior. Now this can include exterior paint, exterior lights, new landscaping in the front and the back, and don't forget, if you're adding a pool, you're going to have to get that approved as well.
So the HOA is going to give you an ARC, an Architectural Review Committee Approval Application. And what that is going to be a bunch of documentation that they're going to request from you as a homeowner, illustrating all those modifications you want to make. Get that into the HOA as soon as you can and make sure it's very detailed.
And that leads us to the biggest mistake that we made, is once you have all that paperwork detailed and filled out and submitted, you need to wait before you start any of that work, because you need to get that final approval before the job begins.
So on this project, we made one of the biggest mistakes most investors make, and that's being impatient. We were not patient enough to wait for the HOA approval. We made an assumption that they were going to approve everything we wanted to do, and look where it got us.
Now, we're gonna get out of this situation. I'm very confident we have a path forward, but I hope this video allows you to avoid the mistake altogether. And unfortunately, if you are experiencing the same thing, hopefully this helps you get out of it. If you have any questions about how we did this or you want further explanation, drop us a comment below.
And until then,
We'll see you on the flip side.